Hello everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. Today I will make a video about soul awakening because this is the period of time that the whole world is going through the transformations of the soul. And I realize that a lot of people are still confused about the concept. We keep talking about awakening. However, I don't think people really understand the nature of the concept, of the process, of what it is about. Now, in life, if we don't have the right concept, if we don't have the right questions, we will never get the right answers and the right knowledge, and therefore, we won't find the right solutions and the ideas of how to get things done. So I think this video is very important. Plus, this kind of knowledge is very rare. It's not everyone can achieve, and not many documents and informations online that we can search for. So soul awakening or awakening, right? We keep talking about awakening, but in fact it is soul awakening, which is which means that you actually going to find a way, the moment, the time, the environment, the factors, the environment, the conditions. There's a lot of things that we need to learn and then combine them together in the right time, which is the divine timing. And when the divine timing ticks the clock, the universe will send all these energies in the way to help you to see things in a very different ways that we never thought of before. So it's like the whole this is like a long process of from learning the 3D world knowledge to personal skills, personal experiences. We have to going through losses and pains. So a lot of people going through pains, especially when it comes to relationships, and we cannot make sense of it. But if we understand it now, we will see that actually was a blessings, because when we look or appeal to people more disadvantages, other people get things easier, and that means that we actually have more blessings, because these things happening so you can reach to the divine timing when you're supposed to get your soul awakened. Okay, the reason why I say that, because after you get awakened, you will be then aligned to your higher self and the higher self purpose, and then you will realize the purpose of this life, what you are doing, what you're supposed to do in the future. So by the time you complete all the tasks, you then can be freed and feeling relief to go back to your home where you come from before you enter Earth. So it's in another 5D world that we were talking about. Okay, but we don't really need to know about that for now, because it's not quite time to talk about the universe. But we need to make sense of awakening, because this is the time that people supposed to go through soul awakening, and I don't want to see people missing it. That's why I have to make this video. Okay, so now soul awakening, what it is about. So the purpose of it is you getting yourself aligned with your higher self. That is the soul awakening. Now, so who is your higher self? Your higher self is actually yourself, but in the future. That's why if you look back now in the past, a lot of times you want to do something, but then you're feeling like something tells you that it's not the right thing to do. Or if you want to go that way, but there's something to say, no, it should be that way. Or if you want to go for this person, and there's something inside you tells, no, there's something wrong about that. You should go for the other person. So that is your higher self. The reason why your higher self knows everything, because we have lived this life before. It just, the cycle just repeats through life, and in each life the cycle repeats through period of time, maybe every 10 years or 13 years. That's the concept. So because your higher self always know, that's why they try to guide you to the right direction. And that's why the older you are and the more experiences you gained, the more intuitive you are and the closer you getting to your higher self, up to the point that there's no more gap. And that is when you have to go through the drastic transformations of your soul, so you be the whole of you. So that will mean no more confusions, and you see things in different ways, because now you can see why things happened before, why you had to learn it, because of the things that are arranged ahead. That's why after the soul awakening, we will officially live our life. Before that, we don't know what we're doing. It wasn't the life that we're living. If we understand that, all the losses, all the pains, and all the experiences you went through actually become the blessings, actually become the joys, the experiences, the wisdoms. And we keep doing that every life, and that's when our soul will getting mature, life after life. And that's when we have the concept of the old soul and the young soul, middle-aged soul, and things like that. Okay, now the reason why we have to be awakened, because if you don't awaken your soul, you won't see what's been there life after life for you, especially your soulmate. That's when, after awakening, you will gain the clarity about who you had been always with. That is the soulmate that we're looking for. The reason why people keep failing so far for many years, because we look at things with the wrong concept. Now, if I ask you what is the most important, what makes you happy in life, what you're looking for to make you happy in life, most people will say that you want love, you want a soulmate, right? Okay, but why it never happens to you before you awakened? Why you had to learn? That's why you met all the karmic relationship in your life. That is the question we need to answer. The reason is because whenever we reincarnated each life, the first thing we had to do is we had to grow up and then learn the 3D world knowledge, education, math, literature, history, whatever knowledge is that you incline to. And then you will have to learn new experiences. So you kind of like catching up with old experiences, and then you learn the new experience at the same times. And also there has to be some sort of karmic arrangement in every life, because if you don't learn about the dark, you will never know what the light is supposed to be. We need that contrast. So that's why the dark and the light is always coexist with each other. And that's why only the people from the light side, like angels, light worker, healers, people with a good heart, people want the like to be pure, to try for humanity, love, dignity, integrity, infinity. That's people in the light. And that's why the people in the light tend to go through suffering, and then because they need to know that, to understand that, so they can become the empath themselves. Because when they step into the light and they see the meaning, the purpose of what's the principle, the universe trying to create or design for every one of us, and then we can go and like guide other people and help them from the shadow to the light side. So this is a process, and this process is kind of like started again now this years, because we're stepping into the 5th civilization. And this is like the new order, the new world, the world that all the old traditional good values gonna be revived. And that's why we actually very lucky to experience these magical moment of the universe trying to reform the surface and the values of the 3D world. Okay, now the reason why people keep failing, because they don't understand what awaken is for. Okay, so as I explained, we trying to catch up with our higher self. Now, question is, so when you catch up with your higher self, what is the benefit of it? Is that because you look you will meet your soulmate. Of course you will meet your soulmate, because once you gain the clarity on everything, you will see who is who. That is the time that all the dark, the people from the dark, the devil's forces, will retreat, because they now fail their job, their task. Their task is to keep you off fighting your purpose, your goal, your journey, your destiny. And then you will be left with the people that are meant to be in from the same side with you, the light side, and then one of them will be your soulmate, and you will find them very easily, because things been filtered. So you have less trouble to find people. And also there will be a mechanisms of the star to navigate people together, because when you awaken your soul, it's also the divine timing of your soulmate being awakened. So it's kind of like divine timing, because remember that we signed these contracts before we enter life. So each life we keep doing the same things, but like depends on how old and how much quality of your soul. Sometimes you have to do a bigger task or higher task each life. So you step up your game every life to train your soul, to train your to kind of like to increase and enhance and improve that love between you and your soulmate. Because remember, the only thing that lasts in life through any time, because there are no time concept in this universe. This is only for the 3D world. Of the only things last in life and through life and eternity, infinity, is actually love. And that love you share with that soulmate is something that both of you will have to go and find each other every life. Now, to be able to make this more sensible and more scientific, if I say that it wasn't the love you go looking for, then would you agree or disagree with me? Because if we're looking for that love, the eternal love that we're looking for, yeah, maybe at the low level. But because when you discover that love, how you recognize that you were sharing these things with each other before? Because it lasts, it's infinity. So we have to think that awakening is actually the starting point of you start to live the actual life you're doing, the quest of this life toward the goal of create that infinity again with your soulmate, to preserve that love. So that's why people always say that, oh, I want my soulmate, but because you don't understand the reason why you need your soulmate, that's why you fail to call in or to attract your soulmate. But when you awaken, you realize, oh, like, see, there's a thing to allow us to keep this love cycling around all the life that we live. Is actually the infinity. And that's why if we now agree with each other that infinity actually possible and it will be true, all the feeling that you recorded the love with someone through lives, then when you awaken this life, if you meet that person, that soulmate again, and you feel that eternity and infinity of the feeling, the love, even you cannot keep the memories of previous life, but you will know why we have to go through this. So that's why I say the spiritual growth and the spiritual tendency from people is the sign of blessings. So if you like tarot, watching tarot, or especially me, you have a lot of blessings because you have been guided toward your quest, your destiny. And now, so that's why I say this time is about the right time. I make this video about soul awakening because I haven't heard anyone actually have the right concept. Maybe because, like the people who experienced this before died already and they're not reincarnated yet. That's why there are people like us now here trying to discover this truth again, and maybe because I was reincarnated again, so I had a chance to go through this process and find out all the answer of the universe. And that's why I'm very free now and I'm feeling very happy, and I want to help all of you and share with you all of you this knowledge. And if you have any questions or anything that you want to ask me, please feel free to leave me the comments or emails me, and then we will discuss and I will tell you my experience and what I'm thinking. Okay guys, so I hope this video is not too long, but it's long enough and it's deep enough for people to comprehend this process, because this is the time that we can work on this. Trust me, doesn't matter how old you are, old or young, it's a process. As long as you find the way that's suitable to your situation, to awake your soul, you will see that you will be very happy. You will meet your soulmate, and you will, by the time we leaving Earth, we don't actually have any, confusions or the wish to stay more, because we completed everything. We feel relief, and then we're ready for the next cycle, and then do it again, learn it again, and complete the new task, and it's go on like that. That's the cycle of universe. So good luck guys, and please leave me the comments of what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.